Recording now. Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, did you
Yo, yo.
give me Yo, 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 it's the Chop It Up podcast, man. It's your boy Hawklyfe. I'm in the building, a special guest in the building that was hit my line. Loud Mob in the building. Loud Mob. Tell the
Oh,
people what's up and reintroduce yourself to the people.
you already know. Chifa in the building. Loud mob shit, bitch.
You already know. It's your boy Lyric Crisis Lara. You know, 2-6 all day, every day.
Yes, sir. The
Man,
mob is in the building.
you already know. You already know.
Man, if y'all don't know, man, this is about to be a good episode. This is part 3.
Part 3.
And just an exclusive, part 1 should be dropping on YouTube any day now. Maybe most likely tomorrow or the day after. Because I believe Lyrical's solo interview is up next. So definitely that's happening. Then Chiefs behind him, that's happening. So stay tuned. But it's good to have you fellas back for this group interview. First of all, tell us how Loud Mob came together and how y'all met and all that stuff.
You wanna go, bro? Me.
You go, bro.
Well, Loud Mob was made a collection of 2 older groups we used to have. And we just decided, since we lived so far apart, we had made our own groups. Then we decided when we moved back together, we would combine them together and make one group. So that's how the Loud Mob was made.
Yeah, Loud Mob was first it was Loud Boys, which I was talking about the the brotherhood thing, about how we mentor, everyone and stuff. So if you actually like, the original group was LBRO,
Mhm.
bro. basically all the big bros, you know, like very important in people's life, you know. And it's pretty much is basically like you know, like mentoring and shit, you know.
For
And
people who
we
didn't have
took it.
family way.
I mean, you know, we had a lot of groups. We had, Righteous Ones Immortal, and then we just took it and combined it pretty much into one group.
Yeah.
Now, Ma,
So now it's just Loud Mob. Like that's it now. You know what I mean? So there's different people that's part of different groups and cliques of it. Like we got Loud Boys, Righteous Ones, we got Righteous Ones Immortal. We took it and combined it, and Loud Mob is a whole different form of a group.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, that one is where, you know, like the best of the rappers pretty much, you know, make it at is in Loud.
So who are all the members of Loudmouth? Just
well, it's me, Eric, and at the time, right now, it's the Menace.
get out to the
Yeah.
members. I think he's.
He also has his own channel,
Mm-hmm.
which is DUHHMENACE, the Menace.
Okay. DUHHME.
But originally, there's actually supposed to be 5 members.
Okay.
One member just wanted to keep their group and didn't want to combine it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say its name.
Yeah.
And then another member decided he wanted to do music with somebody else after we inspired him to do music. Like honestly, if it wasn't for us, he wouldn't even do music. He was sitting in my like kitchen and we were like, hey, you can do music. Don't put yourself down, this, that, and third. And he decided to, you know, do music with somebody else. So we were cool with that. You know what I mean? No hate towards him, which, you know, Rocket Gang. But you know what I mean? We decided to do Loud Mob and do our thing. And anybody who wasn't with us, we were just gonna keep rolling. No hating, no nothing. We just gonna do our thing. That's how we ended up just with 3 members.
Most Def.
Okay. As a group, how is like recording in the studio, the creative process as a group, putting songs together, how is that? Walk us through that process. Is it purely organic or is it vibe? Or...
Honestly, it's changed over the years because me and my brother have been doing music a lot. And when we first started doing music, we always do it together, like in the same room, like literally together.
Yeah.
But now, since he lives in Texas and I'm still in the Ville, we do music, you know what I mean? I just send it to him. So the vibe is basically what you get when, you know, one of the brothers send it to the other one, you know what I mean? It's just pretty much, you know, the vibe because the song's already made. You just got to plug in your part and what you think you need to add to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But before we used to, you know, chill and we would do our own vices or whatever we were doing at the time, drinking or smoking, whatever. And then we would just vibe out and make music connected to what problems we were going through. And even if we were having a good time, we would just like vibe to whatever we were doing. And then it evolved into us kind of making music at different times. And we both be on different vibes, but we know how to switch it. So, you know what I mean? He could be making a whole different mixtape while I'm making a mixtape, but we're working on the same mixtape, like both of our mixtapes at the same time, like switching the vibe up and, you know what I mean? Like making sure we keep what the other person created in mind, like what they wanted to do with that song. So it's always challenging, but we figured out how to master it over the years.
Yeah. Collectively, y'all put out some great music, and also solo wise, y'all put out some great music. I know both of y'all had some new music to come out. Y'all wanted to touch on that. Make sure y'all go and listen to the new music they got out. Both guys got new music out. I was just vibing. We was just vibing to a lot of that before you came in Lyrica. Um, like I was telling him, good music, a lot of energy. The vocals there, everything is there. You know what I'm saying? Um, I know you say I had the project coming out on the 14th. Um,
Love and Tune, which is now pretty much done. I kind of dropped it early.
mhm.
We finishing our projects on the 14th.
Okay.
Yeah. So other than that, I mean, I'm already working on a new project. So it's my birthday project. It's called 3.14. because when I was in school, elementary class, one of my teachers told me that I was a pi baby because 3.14 is the formula for pi. So
Yeah.
I'm 3.14 on my birthday.
Mm. Oh,
You
that's
know,
What's
dope.
up, bro? Let them know.
you
When's your
know,
birthday?
March 14th. So that one is
Yeah.
pretty much done. We're already halfway through the mixtape of making the songs on that one, and I'm also working on another project with a new artist that I can be able to get in the studio, which is Stony Montana.
Okay, shout
So
out to him.
you know, shout out to Stony Montana. And other than that, I also have two other artists as well that I'm also in the process of doing collaboration with as well. So hopefully, all the cards go right with that one. You
Yeah.
know,
Facts.
Sure, I understand, man. It's been a whole process for y'all. Musically inclined, and y'all stay hungry. These dudes hungry. I'm talking about
yeah,
they
definitely.
dropping them just left and right. And that's what motivates it. That's why a lot of times you hear the good music, it come from those who underground and who hungry and trying to really get it.
Facts.
Um, how is creating music together different from creating music solo?
Um, to me, in my opinion,
Yeah.
I, when we're together, like we be freestyling like a mug.
Mm.
Like we can literally like, how I said in one of my other interviews, like we can literally for hours. Enjoy actually enjoy. And it's like both of us is helping each other out with like hey like on this one you should say like this or da whatever like that. It's all into like um, the finishing touch. All the
Absolutely.
other skills all the other skills and ability is already there, So, there's no ghost right or nothing. So it's pretty much just where it's just, we help each other out with like, hey, like, Adlib should have went here or this should have been, a little lowered down. Like
Yeah.
both of us have that ear when it comes to that finishing touch on the music. And I guess in a way you could say that we motivate each other, which shout out to Chifa for dropping Motivation 3, which is one of my favorite projects that he made.
Yeah.
Than,
One of my
High
favorites too.
Five,
Yeah.
other than that, I mean, like, we really try to, get the finishing touch, right, and versus recording away. I mean? Like we still hit each other up. We still record. We still, let each other listen to, exclusive stuff that's probably
Mhm.
not released, and we
Yeah,
share
bro,
our
we
thoughts.
talking like 10, 15 times for its drop between each
Yeah,
other.
Yeah.
yeah, like, we politic on it. We always politicking like every day, and I feel like artists, don't do that. We try to make sure that we have quality and all quality that we can have music. Like we've been doing this since elementary school, been writing and freestyling since elementary school, and like it just crazy. Like the vibe is always this, it's always the same, but at the same time it's new vibe every time because of new music, if that makes sense. you
Yeah.
Yeah.
know
Perfect sense.
But for me, it's just I don't feel like nothing's different when I'm making music with him when I'm making music by myself. Like I don't never like I don't think I go harder than him or he go harder than me. I just like making music. I just vibe with
right,
what I'm giving. You know what I mean? If he says
right.
something, like I said in the previous interview, like when he says me something, I already know it's like made for that part. It's made for me. He already sees something, so I'm already do my thing. And I always feel like I always just try to do whatever the song needs in the best of my abilities. That's it.
And it's vice versa, because I know that bruh, like he'll kill everything and anything, you know what I mean? So I already know what I'm saying to him, it's already going to be sent back the exact way how I vision it. So it's more or less like we try to give the music exactly what it needs, you know what I mean? And that's really the main focus is giving the music what it needs. So that case, other individual can be able to view our canvas that we paint and the picture and the message that we're trying to send out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like versus making songs alone. I mean, like I agree, like nothing changed. Like all of it is still, the same. Like, you know, bruh's a hell of a lot of, bruh's a hell of a lyricist, and he's a hell of a, songwriter as well, like already know like he can kill it and already know both of us can kill it and both of us on the track together. That's just dangerous, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I saw a lot of y'all success uh averaged out. Y'all had just as much success as a group as y'all had solo. Just a side note, to hit it, just to piggyback off which I had before I piggyback off which I said, just a side note. This is once again officially the road to 1,000 subs for Battle Rap Kingdom on
man.
YouTube. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and make sure to do this. So when I do this giveaway at 1,000 views, at 1,000 subs, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy. Only subscribe. It's gonna be an only subscriber giveaway. I'm telling you, when subscribing, you know, and be fresh out of luck. You know what I'm saying? I put it out there now. Um, but the piggyback on what I said about y'all doing this music thing since y'all was young, right? I'm gonna tell y'all a story. There was a guy I grew up with. Uh, I kind of in some ways taught him how to rap.
Yeah.
Similar. He
Facts.
knew, I kind of taught him how to rap. Similar, and we met like we was kids. We was about 7, 8. He was one of the friends that used to come sleep at the house, shit like that. He was the one child. Your parents always had that one child that let come over. He was that one. And I actually hadn't seen him for like, I'm gonna say over 15 years, and we ran into each other sometime last year. And when we ran into each other, he like, man, I got a studio. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you want to come in, you can come in. He's telling his folks, yeah, man, he taught me he the reason I do what I do. And the crazy part is, I remember him just as much as he remembered me. It was like nothing changed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mutual.
It's mutual. And that type of love and that type of balance with music is just it's natural. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my boy T, man. You know what I'm saying? He out here doing his thing in New Orleans City. You know what I'm saying? Got the studio and everything, and he also a comedian. He also do stand up comedy, underground stand up comedy. Like it's crazy when I see a lot of people I grow in and see them doing positive things. So to see brothers that's got that same collab and to see each other doing good, even though they're on different sides of the world, or you know what I'm saying, and to still to be able to communicate and put out good music, that's crazy. Um, that's dope, and I just wanted to point that out, man. As a group, I know that there's a lot of legendary groups, hip hop groups that came out. Outkast, uh, uh,
Bone
Bone
Thugs.
Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah, you already know where we going.
You know what I'm saying? The franchise boys. I mean, the list goes on. You know what I'm saying?
3-6. 3-6.
B6 Mafia. You know what I'm saying? It's so many. You know what I'm saying? What it is about y'all that y'all feel gonna make y'all a legendary name like the rest of those groups.
Because we inspired by all them groups.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I
The
mean?
energy
We try to live up to what they already created. So
and
the challenge is there. And if we succeed, it's gonna happen.
the energy is about similar to them groups, you
Yeah.
know? And the energy, like you can get a different offspring of our energy of our group, just the way how, how metaphoric we are and how real are as well, like and just the way how we really stand together like a brotherhood.
Yeah.
And most of us been friends since childhood, like me and bro know each other since, elementary school. And we've been friends over 20 years. You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
stayed in contact, you know?
Yeah.
So I mean, just that vibe of just coming up with new creative style and ideas, like, yeah, like, it's similar. And I can see this group really, exceeding
Yeah.
and going top.
I can see it. I can see it too. because it's so organic and y'all not trying hard. Ain't nobody trying hard. Everybody, respect everybody' opinion. Everybody able to take constructive criticism when needed, and that's the thing. That's what make good artists and good groups. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? A lot of these groups be getting into it, and all that, but they become bigger and successful because they understand the silver lining of what they're doing. They're able to do something special. You
But
see
another
these. Go ahead.
to get one more point on that question is the thing that I always knew how this group was going to make it also is we have always split up, but like always got together. In the first way, like before we had phones as kids, like we had split up and went to different schools for like maybe like a year or two, like fourth and fifth grade. And then
Yeah.
I moved back where he was staying in Fairlane Acres, and then we already knew each other. So even without technology, we just happened to move. Like I happened to move into his neighborhood later on. If I would have never moved into his neighborhood, we would have never had that way to even connect after that. So it was like a moment where I was like, okay, this is meant to be. Like he's meant to be my friend. So that's how we became brothers too. Like we can't get away from each other. It just meant to be. So we just been family ever since.
Big fact.
Not not just that. I mean, you can't really forget a face that helped you out in elementary school, because like, you know, shit. Like I was bullied. I was that kid. You know what I mean? And like in elementary school, there was like especially from where we from, like there was a lot of racism that was going on. So like it sounds crazy, but it exists. You know what I mean? And like shit. Like I say to myself, family was in the military, you know what I mean, so we traveled a lot, and then I was always the lone wolf, like the true definition of lone wolf. So I seen a crazy ass damn white boy came out of nowhere and just started punching the hell out of this other kid, you know what I mean. So other than that, like like the bond and the growth grew then, you know what I mean. And I can never forget the face. It was like when he moved back, I was like, oh shit, nigga, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like it was just an exciting moment, and ever since then we've been rocking with each other every day one. So like that's my day one brother. We've been through everything together, you know what I mean? We done everything together. So, especially my other brother, I'm gonna shout him out too, Bones, I made music with him in the past as well. Shout out, shout out to Mike. He's but like there's not many guys that they're my brothers, you know what I mean? And that I could fuck with on that level, you know what I mean? And period is, you know, if they say they don't like somebody, then you know what? I don't like them neither. You know what I mean? And that's how it is, in our organization, in our group. You know what I mean? Like once one brother speak out and they realize something that the other brother may not will, like we're on the same, narrative. We're on the same page with it. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
like all of us is tight together, and that's how it is. Like when one ride, we all ride, and that's how it is. So
Absolutely. Um, like I said, to piggyback a little bit off what you said, I don't know about your job, but I'm from a military, so I do get
yeah,
brought up in the military family and having to travel a lot. I didn't have a military family, but I had to do a little bit of traveling. I was in the military, U.S. Army, so I get it. I get it. If there's anybody out there, just a PSA, if somebody out there getting bullied and you in school with them, be their friend. As strange as that may sound, be their friend. Cause you
yep,
don't know who you befriending. You might be befriending another NLE chopper. You might be befriending a president of the United States. You don't know. So man, that's why I say there's anybody out there being bullied. There's always somebody that was in your position that went through what you went through. So if you need somebody to reach out to talk to, also do that. Bullying ain't cool. And anybody that think it's cool to bully somebody in school, just know there's always somebody tougher than you. That's just the
yep,
PSA.
that's true. Yeah, I know the heart, so I know take
Fact.
one,
Yeah.
everything. I mean boxing, so I mean,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's that.
Yeah, the taekwondo. Yeah, definitely. Shit. Trying to tell you, man, kick your ass. I know how that felt. Look, hey, I ain't had to too much worry about nobody messing with me. I think I had about 2 fights in high school. All my fights was when I was young. I don't know what it is about elementary school. See, I had a situation. I got jumped by the whole bus, but that was a situation on me moving into the neighborhood, and I'm the new kid. So The whole
Yeah.
bus jumped me, but it was right. They jumped me, but it wasn't at a point where they was trying to hit me. They jumped me like welcome to the neighborhood, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Doing some
yeah.
shit. But it was like they was doing wrestling moves and shit. Like I vividly remember what was going on. Cause
I'll tell you a story after you tell yours.
Yeah, I feel you, bro, because that happened to me too. Like this one community, and um, it was just thing where one race and the other race was basically bound out with each other and stuff, and like you ought to think like, okay, well, they're part of a you know minority. You know what I mean? Like, why are they hating each other? You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely,
same culture, pretty much, and out there and that place, I ain't gonna give no names for like that, whatever. Like it's different out there. They move different out there as well. And it's sad because like a lot of individuals don't wanna move out of their own town or city just to make it. You know what I mean? So I knew then that I had to get out. You know what I mean? Like, I
yes,
started cool, just like the first interview I had with you, a lot of people was taking the definition of real, and spinning it the wrong way. You know what I mean? And characterized, in different terms. You know what I mean? So I'm like, nah, like that's not real. Everybody has real, and everybody has, a different meaning of that. You know what I mean? So
absolutely, absolutely. What's real is being kind to one another. A lot of people don't understand that. What's real is showing respect to the man that's in front of you. A man should never. I always tell people this, and I tell my little nephew this. Cause I try to give him a few gems here and there. A man should never disrespect another man, just as much as a man shouldn't disrespect his woman. Or
damn
woman,
right.
period. You know what I'm saying? Because you got mama, sisters, but a lot of people don't come up off those morals, and a lot of people that's out here bullying people and getting, being disrespectful because they got personal issues they dealing with. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? And a lot of times people don't understand you can't put your personal issues on other people. You know what I'm saying? And you can't allow other people to make you feel a certain type of way about yourself. So I tell people that also, you know what I'm saying? Uh, you can please the world, but you can't hurt yourself trying to please everybody.
yeah. Like I said, the three G's:
Yeah,
gangster, God body, and gangster, God body, and
Gentlemen.
gentleman.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely. The mob, the mob. I feel like, I feel like, you know what? I want to know who are some of y'all top five groups of all
Ooh.
time.
Bone
uh,
Thugs one. Off rip. I ain't even
Bone
say nothing
Thugs,
else but that. Bone
Yeah,
Thugs number
Bone
one.
Thugs, two,
We can agree on
Wu
that.
Tang.
We can agree
Wu
on
Wu
that.
Tang.
Wu Tang would be my
Wu Tang
Shout
is
out
Wu
Wu Tang, man.
um
G Unit.
Oh,
three G Unit.
I
Yeah,
put Wu Tang in mine. I put G Unit in mine. I put 3-6.
yeah, 3 6 Mafia. That's my four.
mm,
I think honestly I would probably put the Dog Pound. Then me and
dog.
Brooklyn can
Yeah,
go on the Dog Pound.
yeah,
That's 5.
There's some
yeah.
classics in there. There's some classics in there. Like a lot, I was surprised. Yeah, they got some decent groups in there. Wu Tang, that was one of my favorites back in the day. I was always a big ODB fan. ODB fan, Old
Bad.
Dirty Bastard. Uh, Definitely fuck with Wu Tang. I fuck, like I said, I fuck with damn near everybody. I fuck with everybody on the list.
Hell yeah.
Um, I asked that
Okay.
because that lets me know as a group what y'all vibe, and y'all inspiration we be hanging around. Them type of groups, the kind of groups that inspire the kind of music that y'all want to put out as a group. What do y'all want people to take from y'all music?
A way to get out of the struggle.
Mm,
Definitely.
Get away from thinking and stress. Just have a good time, or even, like I said in my interview, just to find a way to figure out things or think better when you're done listening. I mean,
Something to relate and knowledge as well. And how to actually be out here in, but not be like everybody else. You know what I mean? Like pretty much like how to behave pretty much. Because a lot of people got the street code twisted as well. You know what I mean? So
absolutely, absolutely. Um, so how many songs y'all did as a group, and walk us through the process of each song, um, as y'all did them as a group? Like I know some of them it was y'all like kind of sending it over and doing it. Some y'all did together. Um, is it? I know it ain't no change because it's the same way.
I
Y'all
want
doing it for it,
I
but
won't be able to put no number on.
yeah.
Like,
Too many.
we got some songs, bro, that never got recorded.
Yeah.
We used to do songs over the phone when we were younger. We used to call friends and like do songs and make songs for them. We
Mhm.
got songs that got like deleted off of YouTube, or when they were like taking down channels, it just happened to be one of ours, or like, you know what I mean, shit like that. Bro, I think if you can just look on YouTube right now, we got at least 500 songs on
Yeah.
YouTube, SoundCloud. I'm pretty sure, no cap.
Mhm.
You probably can count that all out. Me
Yeah.
and him been making music for years and years. It's too many.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's too much to count. Definitely, like
Yeah.
we have music that's not even been released yet, so like, it's a lot.
Is it right? They gonna open the box and yo, we ain't opening paid it. It's too much to count.
I
Oh
got a question.
yeah,
Can I let them know one thing though, bro?
yeah.
Yeah, go
One
ahead.
exclusively. All right, so Brush Channel is one of them channels that got took down. That's why we mentioned that. Why I just mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we just haven't like re-released all the stuff that got taken down. So a lot of music whenever we want.
Yeah, that's the good thing about it having a backlog. That's
Yeah,
why I
Yeah.
said whenever I get these goddamn interviews from Murals, shout out to Murals. That's when I was doing interviews on Discord. He was my audio editor, my audio engineer. I'll tell you about that relationship in a minute. Yeah, but he had some issues on his end, and he had a lot of stuff that he was editing that he didn't finish. It was about at least 26, 27 episodes, interviews or so. So that's been like, I think I didn't talk to him since last year sometime. But I don't know what happened with that situation, but he was my audio engineer, and the way we met was I was doing a battle rap events, and I needed somebody to edit the audio. Just before I started snooping around and trying to learn it myself. So I used to give it to him. He used to do the audio work on them. We used to drop them. Um, so happened he was trying to hone his craft as a sound engineer, as an editor, and I was trying to get stuff edited. So he did it pro bono. He was supposed to do it for a year pro bono. So I couldn't really be mad because he was doing it for free. But it was both our content. He used to be my co-host on the podcast, so still shout out to him. If he ever come back, I still, we still do this podcast thing. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I started it with, and I'm a loyal cat. It's not even much about the content. We did it out of love from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So whenever he come back, pretty sure people gonna meet him. But shout out to Murs. I don't know what his situation like is going on in this situation because it's been a minute. But I've been hitting, trying to hit him up. I know he ain't been answering. I know everybody got personal. He be having personal stuff going on. So that's probably the situation. You know,
Said prayers to him just in case.
yes sir, yes sir. Um, but yeah, shout out to Mirrors, man. That was one of our day ones when I started the podcast. Me and him started it together. His co-host, da da da. Um, But yeah, he a good dude. Then I just wanted to shout out a couple people that helped me start it from the beginning. I had V Minus, he was my video editor. I could still tap in with him any day, and if I needed a video edit, he'll do it. Shout out to V Minus. I still be seeing him up and down on Discord. That's my guy. But he had started working. I believe he was from Australia. He had started working, and his schedule got kind of crazy. So that's the only reason why he stopped doing a lot of my video edits when I was doing a lot of the Discord battles shit and the earlier interviews and stuff like that. But like I said, to see, I just wanted to shout them out and because I'm trying to emphasize the point that it's good to have a team. It's good to have a team, especially when everybody on the same mindset. Everybody got the same
Hey,
goal. And the
Yeah.
thing, you know what I'm saying, you can accomplish so much. You know what I'm saying? And what I like about you guys is y'all humble and y'all willing to take y'all experience and struggle and uh, feed that knowledge to the youngsters in y'all community. You know what I'm saying? And that should be admired. That should also be praised. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these rappers that out here today don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That type of that, and it shows a different side of artists, and that's, you know what I'm saying, a different side of y'all as artists. Um, like you said, y'all got some old stuff you ain't dropped. Y'all got some new stuff. Um, like I said, tune into these guys. Loud Mob in the building. Don't forget the name. Tune in. You know what I'm saying? Check them on all streaming
Fast.
platforms. Spotify, YouTube. I'm look. They good, like I said, all platforms. They ain't there yet. They got all that stuff in the stage. They better start getting them some monetizing some shit. Go on Anchor, start dropping that shit. Start monetizing that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, whatever, however they want to
Facts.
do it, you know, everybody ain't for the money. They just like the creative process. You know what I'm saying? I understand that too. That's how I started. That's how I'm still going today. You know what I'm saying? So I get that too. Man. But keep pushing your music, keep doing what y'all doing, man. If y'all want to shout out some people, man, definitely do that.
Shout out to Loud Mob. You know, shout out, Dennis the Menace. You know, Mike. Like I said, shout out to the whole team.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to Menace. Shout out everybody behind the scenes. Shout out the homeboys watching. And that's about it. Yeah. And the
So,
family.
yeah,
Definitely.
so let me ask y'all this, because I know I am. I'm a perfectionist, and I'll bump heads with somebody. Have y'all ever bumped head in the studios, or it's always been y'all like been on that? Y'all got a clear understanding. You know, everybody bump head creatively. I'm gonna say creatively.
Um, I
I'll
mean,
tell them, bro. I mean, like I told you with that one time off camera. I mean, we only had one argument, and then that cleared it up. That's
Yeah,
that was over 20 years. You know what I mean? That's
yeah,
facts. That's, you know what I mean? It wasn't even that bad of an argument. Never
yeah.
fought, never none of that or nothing. You know what I mean? Just
Absolutely.
one like disagreement, really.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all have disagreements. That don't make you hate somebody 'cause you got a disagreement. It's just a disagreement. You know what I'm saying?
other than that,
Like one disagreement.
before we mainly bump heads with each other, like we always bump heads with other people, pretty much. You know what I mean? And then it's like the whole group is riding. You got people that always, come through the studio shady, or they're not all about making music, and then like just the process and the time to
Mm-hmm.
get them pretty much lay down a track. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? You could have been already working on a whole different song. Like giving the music what it needs. It could have went a different way, or just people that just want to get too fucked up in the studio, just trying to be in that scenery. Like, yo, I'm in the studio, bruh. You know what I mean? Whole 9 yards and shit. And it's like you can tell the difference between which era that niggas are trying to go in, whether or not it's for the love of music, like how Bonto said, for the love of money, or
Mm-hmm.
or like you could just tell in general. I mean, we have some artists, which I'm pretty sure Chief would, where some songs, I was supposed to be featured on, or he was supposed to be featured on, but other people got that feature. Like there might have been arguments about that, or whether or not if somebody was trying to take our style, or whether or not if somebody try to, put out a music and their name, and what I mean, trying to run with it and be like, this is my shit, what I mean, and not really want to, you know, support the other artists, what I mean, just
Absolutely.
wrong, just wrong, just pretty much just bad, pretty much, what I mean. So I mean, we mainly like beef with other people before ourselves, because we already know the mission. We already know which direction that we're heading in. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
all of us already on the same page, like I said earlier. So before we even beef with each other, like we're already beefing with other people pretty much. So
Yeah, man. So I know y'all dropped a lot of solo projects. Do y'all got any group projects coming up?
yes, yeah, we do.
Hustler Hustler Two was that group project. Oh, and Hustler Hit One,
Yeah,
and
and
then the ones that got deleted off of his, we had like four.
yeah. So we're working on another group project. I know we're working on one with me that's probably going to drop after 3.14.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we're hoping that we can get Dennis the Menace to be in the studio, so that case we could drop another Loud Boys, project or something like that. Um, that's what we're hoping on. So I mean, yeah, we got other projects on the way as well. It's
Yeah,
just the
cause
other.
we need that loud mob mixtape. We need to drop one of them. Just going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah,
man, I had to put that out. I had to ask that. Yeah.
yeah. But for the main part, I mean, as far as Loud Mob group,
So
like
that's always been
yeah.
that's always
So
been
like
the thoughts.
yeah. So we've been for the main part, me and him been holding it down for the group as well. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So you might get a lot of or Loud Mob if it's like what I mean. But other than that, the other artists, yeah, we're trying to get them to get on it and you know be on that wave.
Yeah.
But you can only give people so much, you know what I mean? And then it's like, okay, all right,
Exactly. You can make them motherfuckers drink. I mean, you can bring them to the well, but you can't make them drink. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, that's the saying. I believe you can bring them to the well, you can't make them drink. That's so true. But yeah, man, y'all got so much
Yeah,
good stuff.
also, you can bring a horse to water and can't make it drink.
Yeah, okay,
Same,
there it
same,
is.
same. Part.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can't bring a horse to water. You can bring a horse to the water, but you can't make it. That's absolutely true, man. Y'all guys stay hungry, man. You know how it is. It's a process. Everything's a process. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the whole group, man. Shout out to the whole live mob, man. You know, we appreciate y'all for coming. Like I said, tune in, man. They dropping his every day. So tune in to what they doing. Like, comment, and subscribe. Chief for YZ on YouTube. Lyra
Lyric Crisis Loud
That's the one I was missing. Lyra Crisis Lyra. It
or
sounded
just
tongue twisted,
Lyra.
man. You too, man. Make sure y'all support these fellas, man. These MCs, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, man, so y'all can be in tune when they drop, man. Yeah, just don't know, man. Y'all know, customary to my ending, man. You know, I started this vibe and it's been going, so I'm gonna keep the vibe going. You know, before we leave out here, I'm gonna end it with a freestyle. I'm gonna start it off, and if my guests won't jump in, that's
All right,
so. Listen. I came from the dirt. Ain't nobody gave me nothing. And nigga, I was making curious moves like I was Benjamin Button. The niggas went to hating all of a sudden. So I had to gut him like a fish, tell him he dismissed. See, I can never deal with a nigga who turned bitch. Some of these niggas turn snitch on that 69 shit. I don't play like that. I spray like that, make waves like that, pull out big K's like that. But that's just the other side of my tone. Let me stay in my lane. For that shit you talking, you will get a tone. This the time, this the crucifixion. I'm blissing. He the one that's come up missing, reminiscing. I'm trying to take him out his misery because I know misery loves company and I ain't trying to be in the same seat. And just like me, he bleeds. So I would never fear another man. This nigga sinking. This is quicksand. Yeah.
hey,
okay,
Mm.
okay,
one
okay.
second.
Yeah, man. A little freestyle.
Bet, who going second? I just want to
You
make
go
it clear. You jumping in?
second.
All right, bet. See, it's all about the money and this fucking hater. Like I said before, I'm about my paper. I said she can get it now, she can get it later. I said, baby, what you want? You pick a flavor. We be trying to get this money. I'm about the paper. Had to say it twice, man. That was for the haters. We were trying to get this money, man. I keep a blammer. We don't really give a fuck, man. Even on camera. I got to stutter because you know that's just how it is. But motherfuckers want to talk and don't know shit. And if I tell them, then they call them up, call the hitter. You come up with a clip and pop that. All you motherfuckers, we got triggers on point. You know we stay focused. Motherfuckers think I lack. Nah, bitch, you know this. I'm gonna pass it to my brother. He gonna kill it for the moment. I ain't trying to give you too much. Keep you feeding for it. Yeah.
Yo, you see, last time I was just playing, but now I ain't playing. I'm trying to come in the game. I'm trying to slay. Fuck it, we ain't talking about Santa Claus. I'm giving everything out the bags. Nick bags, down bags, whatever the fuck I have. Fuck it. These other niggas want a tragedy. I don't know why these other niggas be hating to be mad at me. You know what it is? It's a loud mob. That's what it was. These other motherfuckers talk. They won't bust. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to nut up in her butt. She want me fuck her in the pussy. Fuck it. So what? Okay. Now she giving me good heads with good mental. Trying to get a good beat with a good instrumental. These other motherfuckers want it, but yet they judgmental. I don't give a fuck about a motherfucking mental. I come through with a 4-5, knocked on your door like a biggie, and I'm small with the shit. If you get it, my quick temper, I might split another spliff, brought another jet. After that, I get another jiff. I'm talking about breads. If you get it, Jiffy bread, man, like a cookie, man. About to get it like the mustard, man. Now you know that niggas can't get it terrible. Whatever you want it, bitch. This shit is stop. You know, shit. I ain't gonna get too much. Now I'm about to go off for shit that I wrote.
Yeah, man, don't give him too much. Mob in the building, man. You know what it is. It's ties, man. You ain't doing it if you ain't got mob ties, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Now mob in the building. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate
You
y'all
already
for
know.
coming in the building, man. Stay tuned, man. Both of them solo interviews about to be dropping. You know what I'm saying? And the group interview gonna be dropping soon. Everything gonna be dropping soon, man. There's so much coming up, man. You know what it is, man. It's the Chop It Up podcast, man. It's your boy Hawklyfe. Chop, chop it up. Let's talk.
too
Mob.
sick.
Oh, Ma. Yeah.